Hi, today we have another Ask It question. Last Sunday we talked about commandment number 8, don't steal, and we talked about several aspects of stealing. And the question that's come to us today is stealing time a sin? And is that because it breaks relationships, which is what we talked about when we talked about the problem of stealing. And the short answer to that question is yes, stealing time is a sin, and yes, it's because it breaks relationship. A number of years ago, before I became a pastor, I was in the business world, and as a part of that job, I had to supervise a lot of people who were being paid by the hour. And I would get very frustrated sometimes because I would sometimes catch them in the back, kind of taking a break and not doing anything, or just kind of being lazy. And it was very apparent to me that they were stealing from their employer at that point. They were being paid to do a job, and they weren't doing it, and so they were stealing time. And that, of course, broke relationship with their employer, and if they did too much of that, we would let them go. And then that would break relationship with others, because when people would call for a reference, we have to say, well, we can't give you a reference. And more than that, it broke relationship with me, with some of them, because a number of them were people I had hired, or I had vouched for them and said, hey, they're a great person. And then when they stole time from the company, that reflected on me as well. And so stealing time is an important issue in our lives. We're supposed to do our work as unto the Lord. And so there's a certain sense in which you're working for your employer. But really there's a sense in which all of us who are followers of Jesus, we are always working for God. And so we always want to give Him our best. And ultimately, followers of Christ should be the best employees, because we work with integrity. We work hard. We don't steal time from our employers. It's kind of what we talked about on Sunday. We need to be scrupulously honest in everything we do, including our time. Thanks for asking the question. If you have a question about any of the sermons, don't hesitate to send it to askit@marysvillenaz.org, or you can send it to me on Twitter or on Facebook, or any way you want to connect with me. There are lots of ways to do that. Thanks. Have a great week.